Hey, welcome to the show. Do we have a surprise for you today? I am in the Shoprite store on the riverfront with Chef Murray Schulman.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Glad to have you here.
Wait till I tell you this man's credentials, but first, let's talk about why we're here. We're here because we're going to show him what we pick out to cook what we're going to cook, because there is no fresher produce or meat than you can get unless you're on a farm.
Exactly. We bring in our produce 6 days a week. Meat comes in 6 days a week. So everything you see in the store, we get fresh every day. And we get a lot of it from local farmers.
Right, which is very cool. Plus the selection is amazing. So I teased him a little bit. Not only did you do this, but let's start back with your prehistory. Let's go back when you were in your 20s. Just drop this on them. Who did you cook for?
Well, I did 20 years in Atlantic City, so knowing Atlantic City, we had every star in creation there. I had Dom DeLuise was one of the ones I cooked for all the time. I actually did some shows with him. We were on stage with him. Frank Sinatra, one show we had a seat right on the stage because we did an event for his family.
Nice.
And then, do you remember Rip Taylor? You may be a little
I know Rip Taylor.
You know Rip
I saw him
Taylor?
on reruns.
When Rip Taylor was in Atlantic City, I used to be called, I would be home, 2 o'clock in the morning I'd get a call, have to come back to work and cook for him because he would only allow me to cook for him.
Nice.
So it was great. And we had a lot of the other stars come through.
Well, let's say Sammy Davis Jr., because you are skilled in the art of kosher cooking, which you can bring right here to the Shoprite, which we'll talk about later, because you guys do catering events, you do a whole smorgasbord of food here.
Right.
But you bring that expertise to it.
Well, when Sammy Davis Jr. was in, you remember when he converted?
I do.
Okay, so when he converted,
I talked him into it.
Oh, that was you. Okay, I knew somebody had to. What happened was he only wanted somebody who could cook kosher, and we used to set up a kitchen in his rooms. He used to have a suite of rooms, and I would go up there and cook for him in his suite.
Right.
So it was pretty sharp.
All right. So we're going to tell everybody what we're going to cook for them. Then we're going to go take them shopping. So tell everybody what
fantastic.
we're going to do.
What we're going to do today is what I call jambalaya stacked frittatas, which is basically a series of omelets in a sense, and we're going to do one with chicken and chorizo, we're going to do one with spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, or roasted garlic, and we're going to do one with with shrimp. We had spinach in the last one, so we're going to do the third one.
But it's basically 3, and we're going to pile it, right?
We're going to stack them up. We're going to put pepper jack cheese in between. We're going to make a fresh pico de gallo to line the base and put in between them. We're going to finish it with a fresh guacamole.
All right, and some sautéed shrimp. So basically, it's going to be a 3-layer frittata.
Exactly.
With all the flavor profiles right in it.
And what's happening is you're going to get a hint of all 3 flavors, just like you would in a jambalaya.
Right.
The flavors are going to blend beautifully, and you're just going to get, when you bite into that, you're just going to get this burst of flavor. It's going to be, and the colors are going to be incredible.
All right, let's go shopping. We'll be right back to take you through the store.
All right.
From Delaware's premier television company comes a new and exciting website, Delaware28.com. On Delaware28.com, you can check on the latest updates on all your favorite shows. Around town, city scene, cook to order, product knowledge, and the Tim Paul Show. And now you can also enjoy our live feed feature where you, too, can become a star. So don't delay and get on your computer today and check Delaware28.com. Delaware's premier television programming is now your premier website.
Okay, welcome back. We got our short cart because we're not getting a lot of stuff, which is very convenient, and we're here in produce.
Okay, well, like I said, in produce, we get our delivery 6 days a week. So what we want to get is, we want to make sure we get all the items we need for this dish. So in this first section, you saw we had some scallions over there. We use them for garnish, but we're not going to need them right now. What I want to do is move on down and look at some of these items we have here. See, this is a beautiful empanade, which we can use this is our baby spinach. So we're going to take this, and look how fresh that is. I mean, you got leaves, the leaves are firm, and they're really smooth, so it's a nice item.
Very nice, I'll put it in my cart.
As we move down, we're going to stop here at the fresh jalapenos. We got to have fresh jalapenos. And again, you want nice, plump, firm jalapenos. I'm going to get a few of these. Okay.
So it doesn't really matter the color, the darker green, or the other color. I got it.
It's really not going to be a problem because you're going to get the flavor.
So we just want plumpness.
You want plump and firm.
All right, very good.
All right, we're going to go down here. Actually, let's stop over here. Stop a shortcut.
Tomatoes.
I want to stop and pick up some tomatoes. For what we're going to do, we're going to use the Roma tomatoes, but you want them as red as you can get them. Nice. We want nice red tomatoes. So you're going to pick out a couple of nice red tomatoes, and we have tomatoes. Let's go down this way now. If you look at our produce department is huge. We carry a tremendous amount of product. And we're going to come right over here, and we want to get our cilantro.
Cilantro. Oh yeah, we didn't use parsley, did we? We used cilantro.
We use cilantro.
I knew that. I said it the whole time.
Big bunch of cilantro.
All right, off to the meat department?
Out to the meat department.
This is a great department. Now, this is what I love. This is a great seafood department. We don't have time to showcase it all, but we will the next time you let me cook with you.
Fantastic.
But right now, we're just here for shrimp.
Okay, so what we have is, you see, we have all different kinds of shrimp. Peeled in the vein. What we're going to take is skin on, easy peel shrimp, the largest ones we have, and then we're going to take some of these smaller ones that we're going to cook for in the omelet. So they're going to get them together for us,
all right,
and then we can go from there.
All right, we're off to get chorizo and chicken.
All right. What we're doing, we're picking up chorizo. The difference is most people are used to the dried chorizo.
Right.
What we're using is fresh chorizo. We're going to pull the skin off of this, and we're actually going to break it up and saute it. So
I do
that'll
that
be
in my
great.
chili all the time.
All right.
Now we need chicken.
Now we need some chicken.
Chicken.
All right. What I like to do is I like to get chicken on the bone because
more flavor.
Yeah, you get a lot of flavor. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cook. We're going to boil this up first. We're going to peel it off the bone, and then we're going to go ahead and chop it up and saute it for our omelets.
All right, cool. Let's get back and cook.
All right, let's go cook. All right.
From Delaware's premier television company comes a new and exciting website, Delaware28.com. On Delaware28.com, you can check on the latest updates on all your favorite shows. Around Town, City Scene, Cook to Order, Product Knowledge, and The Tim Paul Show. And now you can also enjoy our live feed feature where you, too, can become a star. So don't delay and get on your computer today and check Delaware28.com. Delaware's premier television programming is now your premier website.
All right, welcome back. We've shopped. You've seen that. You've seen the selections available. I guess we're going to get started. You're actually a brave man. You're going to let me help behind the counter.
Yes,
so
we're going to put you to work.
I'm going to do a little of the pico de gallo, I guess.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run through. Basically, pico de gallo is very, very simple. We're going to do a simple recipe. It's diced tomato, diced jalapeno, and you want to watch that. You want to get the seeds out and not touch your eyes because it'll melt your eyeballs. It really will. You're going to dice up a little bit of onion, a little cilantro, and we're going to be ready to go. We're going to put it together with a little lime juice, and we're going to be ready to go.
Right. Should we introduce
yes.
Lindsay?
We have Lindsay helping us today. She works in our hot food department. She's one of our assistants over there, and she does a great job for us. So she's helping us out today.
All right, don't let me cut you. Because I'm good at that.
While you're doing that, I'm going to step over here and get these pans warmed up because you always want to work with a hot pan.
All right, you go, I'll go.
Okay.
So now, while we're doing this, can we talk a little bit? Let's tell them about everything that's available here at Shoprite, because you guys have the whole hot food bar. You do catering that they can get into. You have prepared foods. So let's just start with that, and you work your way through and get into that.
We actually have one of the best varieties you'll ever see in a supermarket environment, because we don't consider ourselves just a supermarket. We're actually a premier retailer. So we have a huge demographic here. We got food for all tastes. If you go right down, we start with our pizza. We do a hand-stretched artisan pizza. We do a fried chicken program, which is second to none. Marinated chicken for the health conscious. Fresh-made salads. We do a great coleslaw, a great chicken salad, top of the line. We have every day 21 to 24 items on our hot bar, 25 items on a salad bar. And you know, on the weekends, Kevin, we do a Sunday brunch that is absolutely unbelievable. We set up this unit that you're looking at here, and we have a full omelet bar, eggs made to order. It's great. Not only that, we do a rotisserie chicken program, packaged fried chicken, an olive bar, 4 soups. We have a shrimp bar, and a full line of retail items to complement it. It's a great setup. So, meantime, I'm working on getting these pans warmed up. We're going to saute some of these items. Okay, you're good on these tomatoes. We're going to start with that. You're going to dice the onion about the same size, put them all in the bowl, and we're going to go ahead and when you want to cut that, you just let me know and we'll start to put that together also.
Okie dokie.
All right. So I got this going on. What I want to do first is I want to sweat this spinach. You know, another thing that we do here, we do great catering services. Now, you know, a lot of the supermarkets all do hoagie trays and, you know, roll-up trays and things like that. But the difference is we do it in a way that is first top quality, but we also do custom catering. Our custom catering is designed because we have real chefs working on the premises. You can call up, talk to us about what theme your party is, talk to us about what you want to accomplish, and we can make a party set just for you, exactly the way you would like to see it. And that's what makes our catering so special, is we do it custom made for the individual. Now you see,
Kosher custom catering?
yes, actually, you know, interesting, last night we did a huge catering job, 145 people with JCC, all kosher. It was for one of the big hotels in the area. It was having an employee appreciation day, and it came out great. We served 145 people a complete kosher meal, and not only kosher, but we also do an amazing gluten-free program. Our
You know what else I noticed too while we were over shopping at the deli counter? You have halal meat available.
Yes, we do.
That's tell us about that. 'Cause that's very unique.
Well, that is also a specialty meat similar to kosher. That is more designed for the Muslim population. We have a great Muslim clientele. They come in and they want that meat, and we provide a full line of items, not only in the fresh meat department, but also in the deli department. And we do very well with it. What I have going on, Kevin, in here, while you're doing that, I have the spinach ready. We have some roasted garlic whole in here and some sun-dried tomatoes that we plumbed. We plumbed them with a little white wine earlier. You know, reconstitute them, get them soft again, and this is going to be great. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this, just for flavor. And Kevin, you like a little heat, or you like to keep it a little mild?
I like heat.
Okay, so in this case, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of cayenne in here, just to give you a little bit of heat all the way around. Because after all, we're going with this kind of a theme. So this is ready, and we're waiting for our eggs, which we'll do in a second. You should be good. We got a nice thing going on. You almost done with the jalapenos?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to cut that lime in half. We're going to squeeze a little lime juice in there. We're going to mix it up, and we're going to show them the finished product.
We're going to show them my finished product or your finished product.
Well, we're going to show them. Well, you realize, of course, that we have pico de gallo has to sit for a little while so that the flavors marry.
Right.
They don't automatically come together. So I put together a pico de gallo about an hour and a half ago, so it's full of flavor. Do you know the difference between a pico de gallo and a salsa?
One is served raw and one is heated. Is that correct?
Exactly. One is cooked. Salsa is actually cooked, and pico de gallo is a fresh, uncooked product. Now, what we're going to do for our purposes here today, we're going to heat the pico de gallo a little bit because we're doing it on this frittata, and we don't want a cold pico de gallo taking away the heat from the hot eggs. So we're just going to warm it up, but we're not actually going to cook it. What I'm going to do next over here while you're doing that, oh, let me see. Oh, you're there. You're there.
Yeah. As long as there's not a close-up on it, I'm in good shape.
So we're working toward this. Let me get this finished product out and show you what it looks like. You have the idea how we're making it. Let me get under here.
Don't try this at home.
This is what a fresh pico de gallo looks like.
Apparently my mixture was a slight bit off there.
You're getting there, though. We're all right. It gave you the idea.
That's right. All right.
So we're going to drop
let's get
that
rid of
underneath.
This is why we brought Lindsay, to throw away my mistakes.
This is what we're going to work with. So
Thank you, Lindsay.
I'm going to take this and get this in a pot and start this going. And we just want to warm this up and take the edge off of this.
So can I start beating eggs now?
Yep, start beating eggs. We're going to make 3 omelets, but these are going to be frittata style, so we're going to use 4 eggs in each, and you're going to just put a little bit of cream in each one.
Okay.
And then just whip it up, and I'm going to start to get some of these other things done. Now, for garnish, on the top of the frittatas, we're going to use these 4 big shrimp, and I'm going to save what we're going to do with them until the end, but I want to get them sautéed real quick. So we're going to get that started. By the way, what I'm putting in the pan is a mixture of butter and oil, and the reason we do that is I want the butter flavor, but I don't want the butter to burn. So the oil's going to help us there. We're going to get those going. So while that's happening, we're going to saute up some of these other ingredients. We're going to saute up the rest of the shrimp. Get that pan going. And what I did is I took, these are medium shrimp, as you see, and I took the tails off them because you don't want tails in your eggs.
Right.
So we're going to get that going. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of Old Bay. And we're going to put some cilantro with that.
All right, am I putting milk in these?
Yep, you're going to put milk in all three.
That adds like fluffiness?
Yep, and gives you a nice custardy texture.
Fluffiness and custardy texture.
Custardy texture. You want to get these nice and pink on both sides. This shrimp cooks very fast, the smaller ones. And we're almost ready to go there. This is
hey, you know what, Rick? I'm going to take a break while I beat these eggs. We'll come back and show them the rest of this stuff.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us. I'm going to try to get these eggs done.
From Delaware's premier television company comes a new and exciting website, Delaware28.com. On Delaware28.com, you can check on the latest updates on all your favorite shows. Around Town, City Scene, Cook to Order, Product Knowledge, and The Tim Call Show. And now you can also enjoy our live feed feature where you too can become a star. So don't delay and get on your computer today and check Delaware28.com. Delaware's premier television programming is now your premier website.
Hey, welcome back. We're still working on the eggs. Murray's got the shrimps going. So keep talking, Murray. Tell us more about what we do here.
But what we're doing is we're getting these shrimps nice and pink. And you see how they're curled up real pretty?
Yeah.
So when we put them on top of our finished product, they're going to stand up right in the guacamole that we're going to top.
It'll add the height to it.
We're going to
That'll
get
be
some
an
real
edible
height.
garnish.
Now we're going to do two things with these eggs. There's two ways that we're going to make these eggs rise.
Are you ready for these yet?
Yeah, you about ready? I'm going to get these two on there. We'll do the last one last. Let's get a second. We're going to add a little more of our butter to the pan so nothing sticks. Because if we're going to be throwing these eggs up in the air, we don't want them sticking, do we?
No.
Not at all.
Especially not when I do mine.
Okay. But yeah, I'm going to let you do the shrimp one. How's that?
Just let me do the easiest one.
Oh, okay. I'll let you do the easy one. All right. I'm ready for eggs.
All right.
Okay, I got you. We're going to add the eggs right to the shrimp now. That's good. We're going to get that started. Oops. We're going to add one to here, and then in a second we're going to get that. We got a second for that. I want to get these two going because we're going to put these in the oven, and then we'll do this third one, the last one. All right. As you see, it's starting to come together around the edges. So what we're going to do, we're going to work the edges to the middle. Just like this. I'm going to let you flip the last one.
Yeah. I might not flip any at all. This is looking like it might be out of my skill zone.
Oh, okay. We want to get these nice and hard. See how this is coming up nice?
Never done a 4-egg omelet. I usually do a 2-egg omelet.
Oh, okay.
There might be too much egg for me. I'm making disclaimers already before we get out of here.
That's all right. We're going to get this started. These two are working very nice. Now, we're going to grab another pan here in a second. Here, this pico de gallo is warm enough. We're going to move that over here. We're going to slide that over here. And these two we're going to actually take and we're going to slide these into a pan, into the oven.
Oh, right. If we put them in the oven, what that's going to do is like bake the egg, so it's going to be a lot more fluffy. Is that correct?
And that's what we did. We put the milk in there to create the custardy effect, and what it's going to do is actually rise.
Nice.
So we're going to get here under the broiler for a minute.
It's good to use oven-safe pans for this. I learned that the hard way.
I do have oven-safe pans, right?
You do.
I do.
Well, we don't know. This could be really fun.
This should be interesting.
We'll see. If we didn't have oven-safe puns, you'll never know.
Let's get this last one. We're going to try to flip this one. How's
I'll
that?
flip it.
So let's go ahead and put this in here. We're going to get this going on really good. This is going to be the one with the chicken. This is our base, actually.
Right.
So that's why we don't have to worry about it rising as much. I want to get all the sides nice and oiled.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna make sure we can flip this. We're gonna get this nice and warm. And here we go.
Here we go.
We're gonna get some chicken going. Okay. We're gonna get some chorizo sausage going.
All right, here from the Shoprite pantry, if you will.
Little heat.
Yeah.
I have a
please.
chipotle chili
Very nice.
powder, which is very, very nice. We're gonna get that going in here. Get a little heat. We'll get this going real good. Get a little more around the sides. And I'm ready for that next group of eggs. Okay, drop it right in. Beautiful. Now we're going to work on this. We're going to let this come up. Let's check on what's going on in the oven here. Oh, they're coming beautifully. They're rising. This is starting to rise, as you see. See it coming up around the edges?
Yeah, got it.
This whole thing will rise.
All right. So.
And I'll take these towels will make life a lot easier for us.
Towels are
I got one
always
for
good.
you also.
Thank you, sir.
Thought that would help.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
working
about,
it to the middle?
I'm working it to the middle, but I don't know about the flip, Mary. This might call for your expertise.
Let me see. Get to it. There you go. You're doing all right. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. I'm just thinking maybe you should wear the egg instead of me.
All right, I'll wear the egg. We're going to have all the cameras take 2 steps back, and we're going to go ahead and turn
I'm
this in
taking
a
2
second.
steps back.
Oh,
Stand
okay.
back.
No confidence at all in me.
No, I have
Gee
confidence.
whiz. Okay, watch. Another 2 seconds we need on this side first. I'll just tip this a little bit. Get that off the top. Now watch this.
Oh! All right.
Right in there. And that's going to be perfect. This is going to be our base. Now this is just about ready to go. So
Rounds of
we're going to
applause.
plate.
All right, we're gonna plate. I got the plate.
We're going to plate. You ready?
I'm ready. We
See where we are here?
What do we got? About a minute and a half to plate.
Got a minute and a half to plate. That's really hot.
Oh, that's really hot.
Yes.
Don't burn. Trained professional.
That's all right. Let's go plate. Can we plate
Yeah,
on
plate
that
over here.
side?
Come with me.
All right, we're going to go move over here. This is ready. That's fine. We're going to put some pico de gallo down. We're going to get that down on here real quick. And we're going to spread it around so we can see it on all the sides. Now, that's down on the bottom. Let me have this first one. This is your base.
That's the base.
That slides right on here. Now I'm going to get some cheese,
Cheese.
which is right there. We're going to put a couple of slices. This is pepper jack cheese, which is really good, and it's going to give this a nice flavor.
Straight out of the deli. Did I mention Shoprite has a deli? Just in case they didn't know. Okay,
Okay.
which one's next?
Give me
Spinach?
the vegetable one next. This is the spinach with sun-dried tomato and roasted garlic. You hot?
No, it's not.
Uh,
The special
right here.
Thank you, sir.
Right on top. Okay, we're going to do a little cheese on that. Now what I want to do here is I want to put a little bit of pico de gallo in between, which we're just going to take this and just sprinkle a little bit of pico de gallo there. Watch, we like it to run down the
Put it- yeah,
sides a
put it
little
out.
bit. Go right on top. Now, here's what we're going to do next.
Can you
We're
see
going
that?
to get, I have some guacamole that I made here, and I want to grab a spoon.
This is like the breakfast of champions, folks.
We're going to take some of this, and we're actually, what I want to do is get a little bit of pico. Just lay some pico across the top of this, like that, okay? Then we're going to take this nice guacamole, and we're going to put the guacamole right in the center, just like
Hey,
here.
You're stepping over my cord, Chef. I can't go get the shrimp.
Oh,
That's all right.
I'm moving.
Walk with me. Walk this way.
I got you all, we're all hooked up here, and we need these. Perfect. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take these, and we're going to set them like this.
All right. Have we exhausted all my time here? We have? We are? We're good? Yes.
All right, and what we have is jambalaya stock frittatas.
Oh, man. unfortunately, nobody gets to watch me eat this one, which I will in its entirety, unless I give
No,
some to the
it's all
chef
yours.
and Lindsay.
It's all for you.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. I think I'm going to come back and do this again with you.
Yep, anytime. I'd love to have
We're
you
going
back
to do
here.
steak and sauteed.
We can do some lamb.
No shrooms.
How about lamb?
Lamb is good.
Yeah, we'll do some rack
We got the
lamb.
holidays coming up too. Let's not forget the holidays are coming up. Don't forget about the catering. Don't forget about the meals to go. Don't forget about Lindsay. She's here to help. She'll help you. She's cooking over in the processed food
Yep,
thing.
she's over in the hot food department.
All right, say goodbye.
Here every day. Bye-bye now. Thank you.
Thanks.